Dale Jr.'s grandfather, Ralph, was a standout in NASCAR's Sportsman division. His father, Dale Earnhardt, 7-time NASCAR champion and Daytona 500 winner. Carl Edwards breaks up that party, putting his Roush Fenway Ford out in front. His teammate Greg Biffle, the 16, leading the inside lane. We're inside of 150 miles to go. Dare I say we've been caution-free since the green flag after the rain delay here in Daytona.
Is going to crash big.
Crash out of turn number 4. A multi-car pileup. Eric Almirola, his car all torn up. That is Michael Waltrip, who will not win his 3rd Daytona 500. David Gilliland's car is crashed. Almirola's gone straight to the garage with his number 43. Gilliland stuck in the mud, and Danica Patrick.
And Mike, Danica, she pounded that outside wall head on first.
Let's watch the action coming out of turn number 4. And let's have a look for Eric Almirola on the right side in the 43.
It looked like the 33 car of Brian Scott, something. And watch Danica right there. Man, that was a lick.
Brian Scott down right next to, and Kevin Harvick makes contact in the 4.
That's what shot
Scott.
Yep. That's what shot the 33 up the hill. I knew something had to happen because he just abruptly, the 33 abruptly turned to the right and went up the hill. We got our pole sitter involved. Danica.
Austin Dillon, Danica Patrick, Michael Waltrip among those involved. There's Waltrip coming off the outside wall. He collects Justin Allgaier in the 51.
Paul Menard at 27, been fast all night.
Paul just can't catch a break down here this week.
David Gilliland into the mud, and Ryan Newman taking evasive action. Here's the ham cam on Almirola's car.
Say aye.
With Danica Patrick.
The longest line. Just that 9 outside you. That's all you got out there. Stay to the bottom. Check up, check up, check. Good job, good job. Back it down, nice and smooth.
What an impact. That was,
very hard hit with a safer barrier for last year's pole sitter. Now here comes Danica. Watch that green car shoot across the track.
Are you all right, D?
Oh, man.
Okay?
God, what the hell happened?
Boy, yeah, it took a pretty hard shot right there to the right front there.
Patrick hit the wall in an area of that straightaway that is not protected by the safer barrier. That was nearly 200 miles an hour into solid concrete.
And she had such high hopes after finishing 8th here a year ago and leading laps in the Daytona 500, not the way she wanted it to end.
yeah, you see the 4 car of Kevin Harvick. He moves up a little bit, gets into the left front of Brian Scott in the 33, and from there it's on. It's just on from there. Almirola on the outside there in the 43. He gets sideways, comes back down.
Little damage for Casey Kane and Menard.
Jeff Gordon just barely gets through. There's our pole sitter, Austin Dillon.
3 of the Richard Childress Racing drivers involved. Almost a 4th had Ryan Newman in the 31 not gotten stopped there on the front stretch.
He You've heard from Danica. Michael Waltrip and David Gilliland both climbed out of their cars. Most everyone else has driven away. Here is your leader, Dale Earnhardt Jr. at 147 laps. And this storm system is about 30 miles away, the front edge of it. And look what's going on out in the Gulf of Mexico with all that lightning activity.
And considering Dale Earnhardt Jr. could run to probably at least lap 170 with these cautions, maybe even further than that, I would not be surprised to see them stay out, because you can't make it on one stop from here.
Oh, yeah. I think I'd stay out right now for sure.
Now, good news for Brian Scott. He came to pit road, made repairs. He's back on the racetrack. Car owner Rick Hendricks standing behind Dale Jr.'s crew chief Steve Letarte. And now stepping away. Letarte from Maine began as a floor sweeper at Hendrick Motorsports. Came from a racing family, came south, wanted to be in the sport, and now he is the race caller and strategist for the sport's most popular driver.
And of course, everybody knows that this is his last year as Dale Jr.'s crew chief. He'll be doing going into the TV booth next year for NBC. And I still think that that's going to be a motivation for Steve Letarte and Dale Jr. I think they're going to try to accomplish things that neither one of them have ever done, and Letarte's never won the 500. So that would be a big deal.
You see Danica's car being hauled away right now. They're loading Michael Waltrip's on the rollback. Damage to the 43 of Eric Almirola, and David Gilliland's car getting a ride.
Mikey hadn't had a very good speed weeks. He had crashed in the duels, and then again tonight. So tough week for little brother.
You know, when I look at Dale Earnhardt Jr. and that 88, our leader, he has finished second in 3 of the last 4 Daytona 500s. He had 5 second-place finishes in 2013, including finishing second to Jimmy Johnson here a year ago. I think he's about over finishing second.
Tony Stewart has returned to the racetrack after a long time in the garage, 27 laps down.
Well, Larry, I know we've had some interesting top 10s and top 15s, but right now, if you look at our top 10, it's go time. It's show time. The guys that you would expect to be up front, the guys that you think could win, the cream has risen to the top, and they are ready to win the Daytona 500. Experience pays off.
Cleanup in turn 4 from this 12-car pileup. We're close to getting back to green.